Swanet, it means a lot.
Well, if I say I go for explain to people anything, I will lie because I be sleep. I can't lay down by 7. I sleep, I heavy. People they holler, you know. So like where I come out now, I just can't see heavy fire. All I can do for go out and take me picking in picture, come on I do, then take me my laptop bag and me say to becoming a DJ. I get me living from them thing and so I go take them first. Then from then I don't take nothing again. Everything burned down. I lost my passport, some of my document them, you know. I lost plenty things. If you go with me place and you see money we burn any day.
For sake this make the Office of National Security ONS together with them partner them like the Salone Red Cross Society and Caritas Freetown give support to them people here. With this according to the Assistant Director in charge of disaster response at the Office of National Security, Sine Mansari. Now over 20 different family them involved in this fire incident. We make up of over 80 people we affect.
So we've been find out say it affects a total number of 25 households and a population of 86. The hostel way born now up to 21 apartments. It house large number of people and it completely burnt down. They're not able to get access to anything as you can see in the area. So they lost all waiting and get now God no more help, nobody no wound, nobody no die. After we've been on the way assessment, we've been called partners meeting, coordination meeting, also bring all the partners them we all can jointly respond to the disaster from the side of government and from the side of partners. So after the meeting thing, we decide for response to the disaster. So you can see say the items that we give out now items that we now government self provide through the Office of National Security, and also the items that we partners them, Caritas and Red Cross.
Cinema Sari continue say government they work now with them partner them for give more support to them fire victim them here at the Timberton community.
They see government in very strong commitment like what happened today. We think we do one before 72 hours, we don't respond already. We they give them their items there. Partners they don't commit themselves, say they go give other items. You can see 2 partners and there where they give support. And we know say where other partners can give support to they can to the community and give them. We they in touch, we get volunteers in at the ground, we they talk to the councillor, we they talk to the traditional leaders who they get at the community. So we they in touch with them. As something happens so as soon as we get support, we tell them so they call the support, they will can at the community for carry response.
Bawuru Sandi, now the Chief Executive Officer for the Salone Red Cross Society, talk about the team them where Red Cross help with.
We get 3 main items. We get mattresses, we get household kits, we get hygiene kits. Now the 3 main items then landing. Since now 25 households affected, each of them thinks and they will bring 25 each. So we bring 25 mattresses, 25 household kits, 25 hygiene kits. Each of them kits then get plenty small thing inside.
The Office of National Security (ONS) be help with team for it, buckets and other team them, and Caritas Freetown being give close for wear for picking and big people them and give other support them for the Society for Radio Democracy. Musa S. Kamara.
The program is still a listen to now waiting the be where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. The program Namide show you can listen to it on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl. You can send your message to number 077981981. Well, like as I've been just introduced, I gets them. We come out from the Salone Parliament for can talk about the open day. We get for be the 9th to the 11th of December. But waiting this day mean you go know inside the program. Well, I go start with Augustine Samba, when I'm the Public Relations Officer at the Salone Parliament. Good afternoon once more and welcome to the program.
You're welcome also.
Now, the Salone Parliament, before we go to the open day where the Salone Parliament gets for organized on December, basically, what's in the work of the Salone Parliament?
The primary responsibility of any parliament at the whole world is for make law. But it not only limit to that. Parliaments get other functions then, a role for play. In fact, parliaments, they serve as the major platform for democracy all over the world, because nowadays you get different representatives. So Salone Parliament, they make law, they conduct oversight, then you get the people's representatives. All over this country, the constituencies are where they including paramount chiefs, they are in parliament for represent the people, for also make law. That law wey then they make, then also they decide on policies. Then they ratify bills, then they ratify agreements between Sierra Leone and other states. Then also they approve ministers. If presidents appoint ministers today, if parliament don't approve them, they are not ministers. So parliament get different role, major role for play in democracy. And when you look at parliaments all over the world, parliaments now a place where they host people there of diverse views, interests, and agendas. Now I make we can also let the media pay key attention on parliament.
Okay, so as part of the thing anyway, don't talk. What about the oversight role also?
The oversight role is very, very crucial. In fact, the people always they think about the parliamentary system of parliament in relation to the current parliament. The parliamentary system of parliament being give the power to parliamentarians for letting be portfolio holders. They have right to become ministers. So in those days, people then the parliamentary system they allow parliamentarians to be ministers. So then we get projects, then they run the affairs like ministers. They were in the cabinet, and they get so much power for take development to them people. But today, you can hear say people then they always blame parliamentarians. They say now they for cow development. We know to the role. The roles of the parliamentarians, like the oversight functions. If government don't give budget to the MDAs, the members of parliament they are divided in various committees. Then committee then they get the power, and each MDAs get committee where they oversight them. So parliament they oversee all the MDAs and where they get money from the consolidated fund. How then they spend their money then they? How then they take development? How then they execute the programs? Parliament they investigate them on that. Either for know how then they carry out their development then they, and for also know if it is not proper, then tell them say now this and this for B. Or if any side they way they wrong, then call them. Then warrant them or inform the law, the police. Also, Parliament get the power of the High Court when the committee is seated. If you behave contrary or contempt, like where the committee don't go sit down for investigate you, or for the money we then give you for carry out development, you not done properly. Parliament can say, okay, we send you now in jail because of what you don't do. If there is any missing in procurement or in procedures, Parliament get that power there.
So since the time they established the Salone Parliament up till now, waiting on be the recent updates so far, the developments?
Well, this is not a new development. This open the whole the couch. It never happened in the history of Parliament. For let Parliament open indoor, for let people then come inside and see what the Parliament they do. Because we don't over the years we don't conduct studies. Say people in the weekend in this country they not even sabi outside Salone Parliament day.
So what prompt this?
Now for let people then get access. People then sabi outside the Parliament day. What in the Parliament they do? What in are the rules of the parliamentarians? So that they go know, then go get access. Then say for the go day, let them know how they work. Then they go on.
So what's in the procedure for parliamentary sittings?
Procedure for parliamentary sittings. The procedure for parliamentary sitting, you must be a parliamentarian before you go inside the world. You must be elected.
Because one thing we make ask for let people and go know, let them get the idea. Just like we say, this now for let people and get more access towards the parliament, and I make when they make this. So I make ask this question.
Okay, you must be a parliamentarian before you go inside the world for go sit down. That's the first thing. You must be elected by your people from the constituency, or you must be a parliamentary representative from the district. Each district they get the same one member of paramount chief member of parliament. So then we get 14 members of paramount chiefs representing all the 14 districts. Then we get other people that way now on constituency basis they were elected directly.
So the Salone Parliament get any rules and regulation like way somebody want for witness and parliamentary sitting like way then they can do the debates? Any rules and regulation there?
Yes, we get security then. But if you are well dressed, as long as you're a citizen, you can go inside. The security then will check you. You go inside. Nobody not go stop you. But if on the basis if you get ID card, if the situation look tense, right? We get the press. We get the gallery. We now for members of the public. You self can go there. I think you know one of the members of the press gallery. When I get on my own side, the press gallery get their own side. They sit down. They get side for diplomats. They get side for ordinary members of the public. We all man they go for go witness the sitting. How the sitting they go on, what thing they happen, how then they talk on their behalf, because the representatives who they talk about representative roles. Now for let MP then team up, they talk for them people there.
Okay, well, that's now Augustine Samba, the public relations officer at the Salone Parliament, with the talk about the work of parliamentarians, then and self-voting make them set up parliament. The program is still a listen to a media show where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can be part of the program by where I can send a message to number on 077 981 981 for be part of the program and ask you question we go want for ask. And also I get Momodu Lamindin Rogers, when are the Deputy Director, Department of Parliamentary Assistance Coordination, na the Salone Parliament. Good afternoon once more, welcome to the program.
Yeah, good afternoon, Madam Moderator.
Now, as Deputy Director na this particular department na the Salone Parliament, basically waiting at the work and the role of these departments na Parliament.
Well, basically, Parliament over time don't try to forget a corporate outlook. You know, say every now and then people then say Parliament so traditional. So Parliament they try to forget a corporate outlook in the sense that we don't create over time some departments where they're responsible for specific responsibilities. One of such department at DPAC, as the name, as you said, don't name the name, now Department of Parliamentary Assistance Coordination. Basically, we role now for coordinate development assistance. You know, of course, you're familiar with Parliament. You don't go see UNDP. You see the UN Family Day. You see Westminster Foundation for Democracy. You see EU. So the department was created for get responsibility for coordinate, you know, then development assistance into Parliament. Principally because Parliament no go want duplication. FD they do something different, the EU they do something different, or they do the same thing at the same time. So that office there was particularly created for like coordinate development assistance. So whenever we get development presentation, if UNDP don't take care of representation, okay, say no, well you take care of legislation. So basically there is a need for Logos State Department for coordinate development assistance.
Okay, since the establishment of this department for
office now been just like a unit over time, you know, through the assistant. Of course, one clear example now, if you go now the Well of Parliament now, we get one of the best chamber then now West Africa. One of the best now through development assistance or development cooperation. And if you go now Parliament, you see even before they enter Parliament, you see the billboards for the sustainable development goals. You know, so all landed they bring some kind of, you know, aura to Parliament for say, oh yes, development assistance. What would they get from the partners then? Would they utilize them well? Of course, you don't go to Parliament, you see how we don't improve the committee room number one. You know, as I talk to you, we get a €3 million project with the European Union for recondition Parliament. Of course, you know, Parliament is a very old building, but Parliament building all over the world are prestige building. We're not going to allow Parliament building for dilapidate in such a way that we people that enter and look bad for the country, because Parliament itself is the symbol of national kind of symbol. So the work of that department don't make sure say development assistance are aligned to the strategic plan. Parliament, like any other, you know, government institution, will go with strategic plan. In fact, the strategic plan they end this year. The strategic plan was conceived in 2016 to 2019. So as I talk to you, we get another assistance from the EU for level kind of review a strategic plan. So all of these engagements there na that Department of Parliamentary Assistance Coordination, now they coordinate all of those, you know, development assistance.
Okay, now we then support there we development partner and then they get towards the Salone Parliament for give a different facelifts, but yet still another challenge the way now like the facility, especially for the the toilet facility. We're not a big concern and challenge for even the MPs them and even the staff them of Parliament. So like how not only coordinate with the development partner therefore say they improve that particular condition day and self once you might be in a Parliament doing proceedings where the speaker be talk about say I think then the seek support where then be ask for the original documents for Parliament the for make them go look back at the way where they structure the Parliament at the one for redo and do some changes them. So like how not only work so far with that project day and the toilet facility as well.
Yeah, I initially say we get a €3 million project with the EU for renovate Parliament. Of course, a good number of we not like the state of Parliament as it is, but this is a perennial problem. You know, say this build here, it don't take almost 50 years or more than 50 years. Structural challenges then be done there. You know, we been get issue with plumbing, but we don't get a €3 million project with the EU. We just try to see how we're able to condition Parliament, because a good number of who are senior officers of the House who don't travel wide, we don't see how the Parliament and they. We say hope and wish for our own Parliament look so, but it's really a perennial problem. You know, the new administrative outlook, don't they try to see how we're able to change, you know, then can condition there in a Parliament. We don't begin as I tell you, as you rightly say, the Israeli government ain't been do with Parliament some 50-something years ago. And over time, we lost almost all the architectural design of the Parliament. If an IMA say we get problem with the plumbing, we get problem with other issues then because we know we get the engineering of them. But fortunately for we, with the help of the Speaker and the present clerk of the House, we were able to get the architectural design of the general engineering of the Parliament building. In fact, then Pompo UK will go get her, you know, been in a salo at all, because for the past 2-3 years we don't engage the Ministry of Works, you know, been get her. We don't able to get that design there. As they talk to you, they don't do thorough study with EU engineers. They don't do a thorough study on the structure of Parliament, and very soon, maybe very very soon, will they begin the real works on the structure of Parliament. They have done almost everything. In fact, 1 month ago, then go with drone for letting they able drone na the parliamentary environment, and the engineers and they do extremely good job. We hope say maybe in the next 6 months, if the project kick off, you will see a different facelift na Parliament and the entire environment of Parliament.
Okay, well, that's now Momodu Lamindi Nurojas, the Deputy Director, Department of Parliamentary Assistance Coordination at the Salone Parliament, where they talk about the work of this department at the Salone Parliament. The program is still listening to on a midday show where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. You can get me on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl, or you can watch me live on Radio Democracy Facebook page.
Me fambul dem na salon una kusho. Salon Parliament for the first time inside Salon history. They get open day where the Speaker of Parliament go tell all man about the work where Parliament don't do this year. The Clerk of Parliament go tell we but the money where Parliament gets and how then they use them. And you can ask the MP them and Master Sabi workman them, but then go work on the chamber, outside the MP then they make law, and see the grave them, outside them bury the first time Prime Minister, Sam Milton Magai, and first time President, Siaka Probin Stevens. Salon Parliament wants make all Salon people them, development partner them, and consular corps, they all for the day, from Monday December 9, Saturday Wednesday December 11, and even time the laddie that go begin proper one, eat, dance, gumbe, bubu, and other culture them go day. Members say na free. You know they pay nothing for that. Now European Union, UNDP, Westminster Foundation for Democracy, Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Orange Mobile Company, Africell Mobile Company, and DFID. Now they all they sponsor this program here so. Not forget for go na Parliament from Monday December 9 to Wednesday December 11. Now the water toll on I promise to defend our honor.
The program is still a listen to now with me the show where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can send your message to number on 077981981 for be part of the program. The Intergovernmental Action Against Money Laundering in West Africa, an organization we don't affect Trangawan for tap money laundering in West Africa, as way for raise awareness on how this issue done among the country and West Africa, make intergovernmental action against money laundering in West Africa. Don't they do one day public lecture with students and youth them? Outside information manager for money laundering in West Africa say money laundering are one part in them where they put African country them behind. We report Usman Kamara gets more in reports.
Money laundering now one big problem where plenty people believe say don't they affect African country them, not for develop. As we for look inside this issue and find way for TAPAM, make the Intergovernmental Action Group Against Money Laundering in West Africa, together with the Financial Intelligence Unit, don't hold one public awareness with students and youth them na Frabe College. As way for make people aware how money laundering the Ambog West African country them. Mohamed Kone, na the director for Financial Intelligence Unit, a start for talk about the importance of this public lecture.
This event is the 12th edition in the series of Giaba Open House Forum, which provides a platform to educate stakeholders, including the youth from ECOWAS member states, on the effect of money laundering and terrorist financing in the financial sector and the global economy as a whole. GIABA is a specialized ECOWAS institution established in 2000 by the authorities of head of states and governments of ECOWAS. Its mandate is to protect the national economy and financial sector in the world, in the region. It is the system that is responsible to provide standards and monitor the implementation of the pattern.
Where be the talk? The information manager for GIABA, Timothy Miley, say this activity same way so the monitor how member states then done the work for tap money laundering.
The objective of GIABA include the following: the adoption and diligent implementation of standards against money laundering and terrorist financing, to facilitate the adoption of implementation by all member states of measures against money laundering and terrorist financing, taking into account the specific peculiarities and conditions in the region. Since 2005, when GIABA became fully operational, considerable progress has been made through regional activities, technical assistance to member states, and training programs for different actors and sectors involved in the efforts and fight against these bodies.
Umaru Napoleon Kroma, now the Deputy Attorney General and Minister of Justice. He said because of the way how people don't involve for money laundering and other bad crime them, make governments the work stronger one with the judiciary for tap money laundering na Salone.
As a member of the Interministerial Committee and key stakeholder in the fight against money laundering and terrorist financing, criminals and those involved in laundering and all other legal activities have discovered that these offenses can be effective and a clandestine arena through which they can launder money both nationally and internationally. Fortunately, we had the privilege of training our investigators, prosecutors, judges, and law enforcement agencies who are now well equipped to be able to effectively detect, investigate, and prosecute these types of criminal activities in our jurisdiction.
Inside this public lecture, where GIABA organized for youth and students there on how they go contribute for tap money laundering in a Salone, different minister then self may end up say they will continue for work with other institutions them for fight money laundering in a Salone in West Africa. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Usman Kamara, the reports.
The program is still a listen to Namide show where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can send a message to number on 077-981-981 for be part of the program, or you can watch me live now Radio Democracy Facebook page. Well, we've been done to discuss the Salone Parliament and within the role where the Parliament they do and some other facility them where like the Parliament don't get since they established the Salone Parliament. Well, Momo Mamadou Lamindin Rogers, na the Deputy Director, Department of Parliamentary Assistance Coordination at the Salone Parliament, where this department and then they coordinate the Salone Parliament with development partners them as way for giving support to the Parliament. Well, before we go beyond the talk about the role of the development partners and they, how they don't do uplifts at the Parliament and waiting them plan for do also. Now, the Salone Parliament get an open day session where like they start from the 9th of December to the 11th this year. So basically, waiting at the essence of this open day.
Well, open day, as I've been say, the role of this department, where they coordinate development assistance. In fact, now one of the outcomes, the positive outcomes of we engagements, pretty much open day. You know, this not day where Parliament they open indoor widely open to the public. But two important things that I want to talk on this open day. One is how we come about with the open day. And secondly, it could be under which parliamentary principle we decide to forget the open day. One of the reasons why we get the open day, now the fact that, as I say, all man feel say parliament are something different. Though they are parliament basically now people's representatives and they but you know once they are elected, you know people then say, hey, we MP self, we know they say, hey, parliament for go parliament self na problem. So this now one of the reasons then why we want open parliament for let parliament accessible to the people. That day would expect each and every Sierra Leonean, if you get chance, for going to parliament, you see you MPs and very common, the necktie they wear, the gown they wear, that day they would pull out, would just be simple. That day an opportunity for able to engage your MP. But the open day itself is in fulfillment of the strategic plan where we don't talk about. Goal 4 of the strategic plan 2016-2019 clearly states say it is now time for the democracy of Salone for open up to the citizens of the country, so that Parliament go able to tell the people then what they do every day, or every other day, or every month, or every year. So based on that spirit, in fulfillment of the strategic plan 2016-2019, make the open day don't come up. And secondly, in parliamentary practice and procedure, we'll get the principle of PRA, P-R-A. Basically, it means participatory for the P, responsive for the R, accessibility for the A. So in fulfillment of the principle of PRA, Parliament decided for bring this open day first in the history of Parliament of Sierra Leone. For let we open with doors to the public, for let the public come for engage Parliament on several issues. However, these 3 days event we will forget from the 9th to the 11th. Now a moment of activities and also festivities. You know, say by December 9th, now festive season go don't begin. So we get for open the door widely to the people, we dance with them, we rub skin with them, a whole lot of other activities they in place for the open day. But that me and my brother in the studio we can't discuss that. But pretty much basically the open day is kind of like based on these two principles. Yeah, one, in fulfillment of the strategic plan for the Parliament of Sierra Leone, and secondly, in fulfillment of the principle of PRA, which is making Parliament participatory, responsive, and that of accessible to the public.
Okay, for make Parliament come up with such an idea for let Parliament and the people interact. I know say since this department and then they coordinate between international partner them and the Salone Parliament them. So like other than the partners them we support the Salone Parliament for make them go get this kind of occasion.
Yes, we get a whole lot of partners them. In fact, we get active partners. We can classify them as active partners and non-active partners. For this occasion, we get active partners them. We get the UN family in generality. I don't want to say, A, B, C, Z, but the UN family in general get for support we Pandisri program. In fact, then they come in heavily for support for make sure say the open day become a success. And also we get the EU. Of course, EU, the European Union, are one of the active partners. Then, as they speak to you, then they at the background and then they work for us to succeed in this open day. We get the Westminster Foundation for Democracy, where, of course, in fact, then with the support of DFID, They're not in a parliament for almost how many years? I'm not going to remember. Then, in fact, they have been like our kind of active plus partners. We get Orange. Then say they support we with branding, you know, and we also get AfriCell. We then say get for supportive for branding. But again, we get one government department where in fact get for they would tweak closely in collaboration when at the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs. In fact, that day for the 3 days, we get forget the dance troupe, then get for the 2 days. We get forget even exhibition. Because as I talk to you, the director of culture, they engage the dance troupe, then they also engage some other business people there for letting them go do exhibition. Of course, we all talk about made in Salone. So in as much as that day they will get a whole lot of people there, we also want to show the historical heritage of the country.
Okay, well, that's na Momodu Lamindin Rojas, the Deputy Director, Department of Parliamentary Assistance Coordination, na the Salone Parliament. Well, now to Augustine Samba, we na the Public Relations Officer, na the Salone Parliament. You don't from waiting, Rojas don't talk about this open day, we Parliament can forget. So, like, who they na the people we like for attend such kind of occasion?
We expect the general public. Among the general public, we expect the constituents. The people are the constituents of Sierra Leone. So we want to let them self-did, let them see. Let them go see for themselves how Parliament they operate. We also expect the international communities, the diplomats, let's say for Dede. We also expect the civil society, the media, they're all for Dede. Let them go see for themselves how Parliament they operate. And we get series of days and we get the 1, the 2, the 3, the 9, the 10, and the 11. Each get different activities. Day 1, the leaders then get for give speech. Then we get for also make let people they understand. Let them get knowledge about Parliament on that day. Which in Parliament they about. We also get for get boots around. Then boots and day department they get for the day. They self get for the showcase and work. Which kind of work
because the question I ask before you go for that, I be feel say maybe something inside the well of Parliament and they organize this on our starting for organizer. We explain more to
we get forget boots but we get forget a guided tour. We people they get for know who side the lounge day, who side the well day, who side the pigeonhole day. Some people the way we want let people they even understand, let them be affair with the terms, the jargons of Parliament. Which understand the order, we go explain all things in day. People then go understand who side the pigeonhole, which in the way they do, how this person they do. Which in this person row, people then for understand what they're in day 1, day 2. People get for the guide how people they go now. So the guide with the carry and go. One wing we go so we'll go this side, explain give them which in they for, which in this department they for, or which in this a particular place they about. Right? We go now the way we also explain give them which in the MPs and they do now the way which in the function. Which in that 3 days they will also get for explain give the people then which in the functions and roles of the parliamentarians. Because some people then they get so much expectation from the MPs. Now the MPs then for do this, now the MPs then for do this, now the MPs then for do this. But if they go that day, they get for understand which in the MPs then function, which in the role. For they say for understand and they. Right? The panel discussion get for also day. Where the civil society then get for the day, the media get for the panel discussion, then local council get for the day. So many activities get for day. Department and go for day, then you boots day. Where you want access, then you will just go there. Then we get forget that guided tour where anybody go. Where you want to know if you want to take a tour, people then go for the guide you. We get the protocols. We then still get for the in charge of that. We the guide visitors. We expect everybody. But if you want for the part of this program, we get a form where you try for you obtain the form from Parliament. The hard copy where you obtain. But if you know they around, you can also access them. On the open day because we don't distribute on the social media.
Okay, for be clear on that, this thing we say people and for feel for be part of as in waiting and understand.
How for access? The open day, like where you get a group, how we want for access. But if as an ordinary citizen, you need to get that form day, you get your ID card. Then for also guide you, we will guide you for going inside. We don't get no protocol on that whole thing day. Right? We just bring this form. Like, let's say, if you have a group of students, you know, at this school, for candy, or 98 we self want for go as a group. Now make the form then day.
Oh, I may feel saying a open invitation, man can just go like that. You need feel no form, no nothing.
Well, if you are a citizen, also you get your ID card, you can get access. We don't open it. But like when they go in group, you need to be guided. Now on our own group this, now on our own group this. So when I go even take a guided tour. We don't make them very open. People then go for the panel discussion, go for the people that they ask questions.
So what about the other 2 days them? How we get for time like?
Now within the 2 days I don't explain to you how their activities then. The first day are like leadership then they give speech.
Like opening
The
ceremony.
third day go for the opening ceremony. The second day now they go for the panel discussion. Then the third day guided tour also go for the day. Then they run the update the way everybody go engage each other. Then when they move around.
So in such networking.
Like it's all a whole exhibition. How una for everybody for interact. Parliament wants to make himself accessible. Now make what you mean brother be the talk. He talk say them coach and walking well. Like where you don't so. A native man like me at the wedding kind coach say that day I just get for the Shami come on close to anybody go able. Person not go afraid me, you know. Now that kind of thing no one want for do. Let people then get access to Parliament. Let people then not get that kind, you know. Owner self way they report on Parliament. People then get high expectation about the MPs. Originally from the previous Parliament, where they may get the parliamentary system of government will be get everybody may feel say MP then, now they do this, now they do this. In fact, this they affect MP then so much. Because they get high expectation there. The people enjoy the feel say, now me MP for give me money, now for bring development, now for carry to water well, now for do this, now for do this. We don't tell them road and they. The role right now, the crucial role MP then they play for let them bring development to them people. Like where the budget song goes so. The MP then get right. Now the time this now where they go say, we now increase the Minister of Budget and Minister of Health and Budget so that it will meet the needs for construct health center, now me constituency. Or we now increase the education budget so that more teachers, more facility go there, more opportunity go there for education. Now the rule where they play right now. The bill don't go, the budget bill don't go before then. Now they get for better and then go through the scrutinize the bill, then they go say, hey, when I adjust Nayala, when I add to this. Now they rule and then through the oversight. But if anybody say now the MPs then get core functions within the play. One, now the oversight. What's in the oversight? All the MDs and the under are being overseen by Parliament. They get a committee. Each will get the committee on health. With the MP then they do. So if Minister of Health they miss in road where they work out, the committee on health go say no. What's when they do so wrong? They caution them. Or if they do anything where they in place, they say go help them. If they want means they will tell them say no, this is wrong. The other rule, then they represent the people then. What's in the happen? MP then can stand, you can attend a Parliament, you can attend most of the debate, they can stand on SO23. If each problem then at the constituency, then bring it to the attention of the world. Right? We they affect the immediate constituency then making of law. So all the rules and they we want let people to understand all then issue them through the open day. Let them understand the rules and responsibilities of members of Parliament. Then let them even come near Parliament. Let them not go to sit down. What thing they happen, they don't know, then they say that's why they happen. But if you don't come closer to a Parliament, you don't understand what in Parliament they're about, then you yourself can say, oh, myself go by this open day I see. Most of the thing will be the perception will be done we know the game of Parliament is wrong. You know, the current democracy they talk about transparency and accountability. Then participation. Popular participation. The people themselves for participate, therefore come closer. Therefore know the office where the MP then get. MP then office now Parliament. Now then they go every day. When the activity they. So the people themselves for be accessible, therefore come closer to the MP then. Let them see how then they work.
Okay, so at the end of the day, what do they expect from such an occasion?
For me or for? Yes, we want to let the people then let them be very close to Parliament. Let them understand what the Parliament they are about. Then nobody not go tell them say, now so Parliament they do, now this Parliament they do. No, let them self understand. So when election go come, you know go tell, if you not a member of Parliament, you want contest, you know go tell people and say, I get for cow development, I get for can construct road. That time then the way you go and go take up then challenge then the MP, the people then the constituent go say, then they know the part of the rules and responsibility of parliamentarians. They own role and so. But if you don't come, you say they dig water away, they do this. Okay, we the mark. But let people don't get misconception about parliament again. Let them understand what in parliament, the work with parliament they do.
Mr. Rogers.
Yes, I just want to rub small more to what my brother don't say, because it don't really make the points clear, but I just want to echo some of the few points that we make. Where we finally conceived the idea of having this open day, we sit with development partners them. We did what we call risk analysis and the possible challenges. We end up for identify a few of them, where one could be crowd management, because Parliament, we say we'll get 20,000-30,000 people, Parliament not going to accommodate that. We talk about security, how we will make sure say everybody with the candidate is safe, because we forget development partners them, we forget the diplomatic and consular corps. We talk about protocol, because if you expect ambassadors and for ministers of government, top government officials, and even the common man, it expects some amount of protocol get for day. We also discuss about housekeeping. Initially, we will begin the program. You talk about the condition of parliament, and all the rest of it. So all of the consideration that I will get them. So we end up for say we have to have some form of registration. Because if you not open registration and for make sure say at least let people then make some effort for register, at the end of the day, so until we'll get the number of people that will go to parliament to go overwhelmingly. So we get two types of registration for this event. One, we say we get online registration. In fact, we don't send out widely in the social media. You can even use your WhatsApp, you register, because we have a system that even once you use the social media, you register, okay, able to develop a database. And equally, we get offline. Offline now, any citizen of this country can go to parliament, take your form, you fill them. In fact, as I speak to you now, as I talk to you now, there is a desk. Now, Parliament is responsible for that. You can go to Parliament today, take your form. If you don't get access to the online registration, you register. Because one kind of bring some sanity in the arrangements. In as much as this is a new program, we don't begin on an inaugural open day. We want to make sure, say, all of the risk analysis that will put in place. Me brother talk about the outcome. What would they expect? We don't know. We in a parliament, we know both the political and the administrative wing. We know there has been a lot of schism about parliament and what in parliament they do. We just feel say the open day is an opportunity for where we explain some of the things and way we do. And misunderstanding about parliament, you know, come onto the parliament of Sierra Leone. You go all over the world, then the people, then the public, then they misunderstand parliament. To a very large extent, if you are familiar with the political system, even at the US now, they don't even know what in the Congress they do. You ask a typical American citizen, go tell you, say, come on, I don't get nothing for do with Congress because they don't know what in the day after. So this misunderstanding or misgivings, we get for create a platform where we will begin engage. So as an institutional level, now one of the reasons we could get the open day, so that at the end of the day, at least any Sierra Leonean way attend the open day, you come out there with some basic understanding about parliament. So in the next election year, winner 2023, a candidate no will go say, "I they bring water for una." He go say, "No, but I be attend 2019 open day." Then be say, "Una will not for bring water, but now for facilitate let water come." So once we able to create that civic understanding, that basic civic understanding, let the citizen know because parliament. For example, we get 10 departments. Each department, they help one or two of the functions of parliament. Say, for example, we get the Hansard department. Then they all their role and responsibility for support the legislative process in lawmaking. So you get for know, but citizens don't know. Citizens don't even know, say, parliament now 2 wings. A good number of citizens don't know, say, we get the administrative wing, we now professionals them for day. When a very competent class of people then they Sierra Leoneans there, and we get a political class when are the members of parliament say, oh, they elect every day. Until and unless you get this platform for discussing issue there, the people of Salone no go really able to understand the role of parliament and the workings of parliament.
Okay, well, quick one. As we not get better time again, we try for wrap up the program. We see say now Parliament don't get an app. We like, but most people we like don't know what's in this app really. But this parliamentary app we una don't establish what's in really but.
Parliamentary app, of course, you know, say the world don't they go ICT. The Parliament of Salone one did behind the use of ICT. So with assistance with same development partners and when my office they coordinate, we're able to develop a parliamentary app where basically they try for they try for take Parliament from Tower Hill to all the corners and globally, because you can anywhere in the world you access the parliamentary app. Basically now for make Parliament accessible, for know about what in Parliament they do, for know about your MP, because each and every member of Parliament will profile there on that app day. For know what in Parliament passed today, how many agreements we don't pass, how many loan agreements, how many grants we don't pass, how many people them Parliaments don't ratify today, how many laws in Parliament don't pass, or how many they don't amend. So the app they take each and every step in the legislative process. Now your phone or your doorstep. So a Sierra Leonean way very serious about democracy. Can they anywhere in the world, you know what in Parliament they do? Because Parliament no one keep secret again, not to the ballet. We really want to open. In fact, the open day again is an opportunity because the clerk of Parliament in the agenda for the one for the open day, the clerk of Parliament for them explain to the people of Salone about the financial management of Parliament for the past 1 year. Now one of the agenda items then now we open day one, and the Speaker of Parliament instead for don't explain to the people of Salone, if I don't give in report card to the people of Salone, what things have don't do for the past 1 year to 6 months since he become the Speaker of the House.
So how possible we get access to this app?
Okay, for those Android phone users, it's so simple. Like I can just go na Google Play Store, you just write something. Now the same thing. Get to Google Play Store, you type Parliament of Sierra Leone, the app they automatically pop up, you install them. Once you don't install them now, in fact, we so organized and that you can do offline, you use some aspects of some content of the app, you can do offline, and so then you get for the online. But once you just go to Google Play Store, you write Parliament of Salone, it will pop up, you install them, you're good to go. And the app interactive. You can then at any side of the world now or Salone, you ask your MP question on the app. But they try for popularize the app because I think say now the Mano River Unions basin, now we now the first parliaments we really don't get the improved version of the app. But we get for make like people, we get for popularize and populate and for let people to understand say now you don't need to go to even parliament. You can sit anywhere somewhere in Sierra Leone or outside Sierra Leone. You contact Parliament and you know what your MP they do.
Okay, now Tamba, as we wrap up the program, what you will like for left with people?
Accessibility is part of democracy. And the world they grow at a very rapid speed. Right? So we want to let the people then they participate in democracy. Let them not just you don't say, hey, I mean MP so. I don't know anything about Parliament, I don't know about my MP. We want to let them self participate because they get access to everything what they do. They have knowledge about it. They say nobody no go like harder again. Right? Because participation is part of democracy. We want the people to participate. Even in the next election. Nobody no go like harder and say, I will do this. No. They will tell you say no, we don't discuss that we are aware of this. Try to tell us what really you can do, how you can represent us properly, how you can conduct your oversight. Right? How you can make law in the interest of the state. I don't think they no more now want for try for do.
Okay, well, that's na Augustine Samba, the Public Relations Officer at the Salone Parliament, and Sef Mamadou Lamindin Rogers, when a Deputy Director, Department of Parliamentary Assistance Coordination, na the Parliament of Salone. Be there for talk about the Parliament Open Day, we go be December 9th to the 11th. Also, then they encourage all man for attend, so that then Sef go meet with the Member of Parliament them, and know about issues them where they happen at the Salone Parliament. Well, now the program in the show go left for today, Monday, November 25th, 2019. Plenty thank you to me producer Alex Lawrence Koma and my executive producer Michael Sambola, and to the technical team Moses Kevura, Elizabeth Bla, and DJ Cliff for the technical support. Me we bring this edition of the program Kanto today. Me name na Princess Pias. They say tata.
Me fumble them na salon on a kusho. Salon Parliament for the first time inside Salone history.